Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that you just love turning on. That's right, it's a Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike Coletta, a.k.a. Hamilton Mike, along with my partner, Brian the Ranger Retard, bringing you another solid special that you just can't keep your hands off of. Do I say that a lot?
You know, I noticed your fake there. You think you were going for something to throw it? I like that. I like that.
You know why? Because now I'm going to it because it's Fan Friday, baby! That's right, baby! Let's go, baby! I'm hyped up for today. Let's go. Here.
I totally fell for that.
You did. You see that? I try to keep it, mix it up for you and make it a little special.
Man.
Let's go, baby. Fan Friday. Give it to me. Let's go.
Right, so
let's go.
So we want to thank the fans who sent their questions in. Got some really good detailed questions. We're going to take some time to answer some of these. So first off is Luis in Vineland. Would you start Vernon Davis or Jason Witten this week?
Vernon Davis or Jason? I think I'd start Jason Witten this week against Baltimore. Believe it or not.
Let me give you a reason why you shouldn't.
Okay.
So this year, Witten is at home against the Ravens. Now the Ravens are third ranked in giving up points against tight ends this year, while Vernon Davis home against Green Bay is 26th ranked against tight ends. Okay. So from a matchup standpoint, I think the matchup favors Davis, but
for some odd reason, I thought that the Davis was playing somebody else. I agree with you. I would start Davis against the Packers.
Here's, I think, the biggest concern there is Jordan Reed. Obviously, Davis is behind Jordan Reed, but I still think they throw a lot more.
They'll get him in there, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
he's not a first option tight end, but...
No, Luis, I think I'm going to go Davis there because I think it gives you the best chance to score a lot more. And also, you got to figure that Green Bay Skins game might be a little high scoring.
Right, but if you're looking to start that tight end, you probably want to go to Witten because they'll probably get more targets. I mean, you can probably go both ways.
Yeah.
Davis is the better option with the defense that they're playing, but... in the way of targets, I think Witten will get more targets to him. And Witten's a veteran.
Sure.
I mean, he's not going to streak down the field for you and run 60 yards, but he's going to get catches. So
I haven't seen Prescott really rely on him that much, though.
No, not really.
That was more of a symbiotic relationship with Romo.
Yeah.
Local boy Ron in Hamilton. I just pulled off a big trade, and I want your take. This is a pretty big deal. It's 4 for 4. Ooh. 4 players. I traded Lamar Miller, Jeremy Maclin, Sterling Shepard, and Martellus Bennett for Michael Thomas, Golden Tate, Jeremy Hill, and Tyler Eifert. Now, there's a lot going on there. So
I like the Eifert Hill that he got.
So here's the thing. To me, I think this breaks down where you could go 1 versus 1, right?
Yeah.
So the main running backs in the deal were Lamar Miller and Jeremy Hill. Personally, I like Miller of the two of them.
I like Hill.
I like Miller because the Houston passing offense is god awful, so they're going to run the ball a lot more.
Consistency with the Miller. It's kind of a wash.
Well, to me though, Hill has Bernard, whereas Miller doesn't really have Alfred Blue.
Yeah,
I think Miller's
probably a slight upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you go to veteran receivers in Jeremy Maclin versus Golden Tate.
Well, Maclin I think is better because Tate's having a terrible year. He's only had 3 touchdowns.
If Maclin plays, and now Macklin's got a bit of an injury right now. He's going to be out this week.
Well, I thought he was playing. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
My understanding is he's out this week.
Okay. Right.
To me, I'm going to go with Tate there because I like the fact that Detroit throws more than Kansas City does. Kansas City's more of a running team.
That is true. Detroit has to throw to get back in the games. That's true. Whereas the Kansas City doesn't have the luxury.
And Tate could be the number 1 passing target if Jones continues his downfall. Whereas you always have Travis Kelce in Kansas City.
Okay, I'll go with you, Tate.
So far we're 1 on both sides there for that. Rookie receiver Sterling Shepard versus Michael Thomas. In my personal opinion, I like Thomas. I
like Thomas as well. I think again, there's a team that has to throw to get back in games, gets a lot of targets.
Yep.
Shepard is a good receiver. He's going to be a good receiver out of Oklahoma. I mean, he's getting the ball, but he also has got to share it with Beckham, Cruz, and the tight end out there. So yeah, I agree. Let's go with Thomas.
Thomas could be a number 1 in any given game.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be right there with Brandon Cooks.
Sure,
Absolutely.
But Shepard's got Odell Beckham, so Odell Beckham's always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go to Thomas there.
Yep.
The tight ends Bennett versus Eifert.
I like Eifert.
See, I like Bennett.
No, because Gronkowski's always going to be the main guy there. This week it's a little different because Gronkowski's out, but for the most part they do 2 types of sets. I mean, they throw to Bennett a little bit, but Eifert's going to get a main part of those balls now in Cincinnati.
I agree with that on Eifert. I think he's very touchdown dependent though, where the New England offense, you really never see like big receivers for the Pats. They don't really throw to the outside that much. They really focus on the inside. That's why I think Bennett could have been like an Aaron Hernandez type without the gun.
Well, Bennett's a good under receiver to get the ball to in a pinch, but Eifert's a guy who can take the ball down the field. He's a quick guy who can get you that 30, 40-yard carry or 30, 40-yard catch downfield. Yeah.
So, Ron, I guess from a verdict, we really don't know.
Because
there's a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you made your team worse. I don't think necessarily made your team better.
I was going to say, Ron, I think you just kind of maneuvered some guys.
Kind of a lateral move.
Basically, you didn't really get that much better, but you didn't get any worse. So
yeah, so I mean,
nice trade.
A deal for deal's sake, sure.
You made a trade, good.
Ryan in Merchantville. Now Ryan always asks if it's Cam Newton or Derek Carr. He went a different direction this week, and we appreciate that, Ryan.
I was ready for him, though.
Should I start Pierre Garson against Green Bay or Alan Hurns in Detroit?
I'd probably start Garson. Because even though they're playing Detroit and they're not defensive worthy, Jacksonville hasn't done anything to prove and throw to anybody. I mean, Hurns did get some good catches last week. I would go with Garson, to be honest with you, because I think D-Jack's still hurt. Well,
I agree with you on Garson, but part of that is because I think Detroit wins that game, whereas I think the Washington Green Bay is kind of iffy. But, Detroit's 19th in the league against fantasy receivers. Green Bay's 24th. So Green Bay's, for the course of the season's allowed more yards and more points to receivers that they're playing up against. And kind of the same thing we talked about with Vernon Davis is that Green Bay game might be a high-scoring game in which you might see Garson get a couple deep balls. I mean, he's used to doing that. What's interesting to me about this game, though, is Jacksonville's kind of this team that is like a second-half garbage time team. And it wouldn't surprise me if Hurns kind of goes off a little bit in the second half. I think they might be down, but I feel kind of better personally starting Garson.
He hasn't done anything, Bortles, to prove me he's any kind of quarterback right now. So
Wayne and Sewell, which of these two running backs should I start? David Johnson, LeSean McCoy, and Spencer Ware. Wow, don't cry for me, Argentina. That's a problem now, isn't it?
That's a big problem. Out of those three, I think I'd start David Johnson. He's having.
He's looking to start two.
Okay, David Johnson. And I'd probably start Ware against the Bucs because the Bucs run defense, they're up and down, and I think they're going to be in Kansas City. I think they're going to struggle in that game. I would start Ware and Johnson. From a matchup standpoint, I think Johnson's got the toughest matchup in Minnesota, who's sixth ranked against running backs, but I agree with you. He is their offense. I mean, they're not really throwing as much in Arizona as we all thought that they would, other than to Larry Fitzgerald. Michael Floyd's been an absolute bust. John Brown's been a bust, and these are guys who were taken pretty decent. Carson Palmer is the the older quarterback that he is. I don't think can throw like Breeze 44, 45 times a game. That's why they're trying to get the run attack in there, and the passing defense is passing attack is struggles.
I mean, Wayne, these are all good problems to have, honestly. And if I were you,
I would get in that league.
If you haven't gotten to your trade deadline, I'm moving one of these guys.
I would have get in your league. How did you get those three guys? Yeah. That's unbelievable.
I'm going to say David Johnson because you have to, and I'm also going to agree with you with Ware. Because even McCoy, while McCoy's going to play great, I don't think that the Bengals' run defense is bad.
They're in Cincinnati.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Ware. But honestly, Wayne, make some deals.
Kills you, doesn't to go with me, doesn't it? Kills you.
No, the fact is you are picking against your own team. I respect it.
You know what? I'm just laying it out there. Hey, I'm just trying to be as honest as I can.
Absolutely.
Still love you, Tampa fans.
Brian at Absecon, who is the Eagles running back to own the rest of the year? Matthews, Sproles, or Smallwood?
I
love the questions. They
are good. I would say Matthews. Sproles, you saw he had that big carry game, but that was only just because they wanted to get him in there, and Matthews was a little bit nicked up. I don't think you're going to see that out of Sproles anymore. And Smallwood, he's still a rookie. You're still going to get him some touches, but he's not going to be the lead back. I think Ryan Matthews is a solid lead back as long as he's healthy. That's been his issue since going back to the San Diego days. He can't stay healthy, but I say Matthews.
I don't like any of them. Can I pick?
You had to pick one. Stop being a hater. You had to pick one.
It's not that they're equal.
Answer the question for crying out loud.
It's not that they're equal players. It's just that none of these guys are really separated themselves.
Out of those three, I'd take Matthews. Come on, Graham.
Do I have to?
You said Matthews. Go ahead.
Sproles. John and Hamilton. Should I start Blake Bortles in Detroit or Kirk Cousins home to Green Bay?
Wow.
That Green Bay game has got a lot of question marks.
Is that John and Hamilton? Is John Hamilton high right now? Why would you even think about starting Blake Bortles right now?
You want me to tell you why? I'm going to tell you why.
Because they're playing Detroit?
So we're going to go next level here with the stats. We like to do stats in the sports box. So Kirk Cousins at home against Green Bay, and while Green Bay's defense is much maligned, they're ranked 21st against quarterbacks in fantasy. Blake Bortles against the Lions. Do you want to take a guess as to where the Lions are ranked against quarterbacks in fantasy?
No.
Do you think it's higher or lower than 21?
I think it's lower.
30th.
No.
So
I still think they're home, and Jacksonville stinks. So
Jacksonville does stink, especially defensively. But again, garbage time could be a big factor there.
I'm going.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Redskins try to run the ball a little more with Robert Kelly this week. Now that he's gotten a couple carries under his belt, they like him a little bit. John, I got to tell you, my personal opinion, I would go Blake Bortles, and I expect a big second half, because in the first half, he's probably going to do nothing for you, and you're going to be upset. And then in the second half, he's going to go off for like 3 touchdowns and 250 yards, and you're going to feel great at the end of that game.
As Kirk Cousins said, you like that, didn't you? So I'm taking Kirk Cousins in that.
Well, so we agree to disagree. That's nothing new here on the Sports Box.
No.
We want to thank our fans for writing questions, and keep them coming.
We do?
We love our fans.
We do.
Our fans are great. You can definitely send in your questions to our email at thesportsboxshow@gmail.com. You can comment on our Facebook page when we ask the question. Please send your questions in. Or, of course, you can tweet us, which we love you to tweet us. And you can also comment on our YouTube videos as well. Whichever you prefer a way to get in touch with us, go ahead and do it, and we want to hear from you.
And get on Twitter, and get on that Sportsbox Twitter, because we're putting stuff on there every time we get an alert. It goes right out to the Twitter got people, so you're getting information fresh. You're getting it hot off the presses. So that's what we try to do here for you. Because remember, at the Sportsbox, the only opinion that matters is right here. Thanks for watching again. Make sure you subscribe. See you.
Don't forget to subscribe.